If you want to know how little a church you go to may care about you.
So I am calling to test your church to see if they are willing to help feed a starving baby.
This nut is calling churches.
It is probably the most inspiring and disgusting thing I've seen on.
It's both shocking people and not shocking anyone.
Some of y'all churches are failing miserably.
Are you getting it now?
By taking this money and not helping the people.
You can get formula from WIC same day.
To attack institutions that actually do help people in need.
Who is that money going to? Demand that.
We are watching the church fail us in real time. The content creator who I tagged below has been calling churches to see if they would help her feed her starving baby. She has a soundtrack in the back of a baby crying. She tells them that the baby hasn't eaten all night and all day, and could you help? She's not asking for money, she's asking for formula.
Call them, and I'm going to call them on the phone with you so you can see what is said and how they respond and if they're willing to help somebody in need.
Y'all, she has called so many churches, and I'm just going off the statistics here of what she has gathered. And these Christian churches, these Baptist churches are greedy.
Because now, at around call 20, she decided to add the sound effects of the baby crying. So you can hear the baby crying in the background as these churches are telling her no. Yeah, they're telling her no.
They're telling her they can't help her. She needs to call somebody they sponsor, call a pantry, call somebody else, pretty much. Call somebody, call the Lord, pray to him. That's what they're telling them.
While she's calling these people, she's having a baby noise that's screaming, crying. So these people really think that this baby is hungry, and they are not feeding this baby. They are not.
You could clearly hear the baby crying in the background. When I tell you all them churches she called with the baby crying in the background, said, hold on, let me get so-and-so, blah, 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 blah.
Out of all the videos that I saw, only a couple of churches actually tried to help her. Majority of the churches, the first thing they try to do is tell her where she can go and get it from somebody else.
Churches who were like, we can't help you. We don't have entry. It's perishables or donations by the parishioners.
So we have you ever heard of Mom's Pantry?
Yes, I already tried them. They don't have any formula.
Okay, that's our only connection to like our food bank ministry.
She calls another church. They say, oh, we only do this for members of the church. You only feed babies if they're members of the church. What? I couldn't believe it.
And they're all turning her away. And I'm talking mega churches. I'm talking smaller churches all across the United States.
We have seen mega churches hanging up on her. They basically can't get her off the phone fast enough. And some of them will send her to a voicemail and then never call her back. So mega churches absolutely will not help you. As soon as they figure out you're a person in need, they have nothing to do with you. Every other Christian church.
Most churches say no. The ones I've noticed that say yes are the Islamic Center and people with minority-based populations. It seemed like there was a mostly black church. They said yes. One lady was Hispanic, you could tell. She said yes. She was going to pay for it herself. But the rest of them, mostly white Christians, told her to check food banks or call other churches. Isn't this what churches are for? I was raised religious. This is what they're for. But think about it. The minority populations and the Islamic Center, they said yes.
When I tell you, you might be surprised at the amount of church that turned this lady away and told her no. For her trying to get 1 can of baby formula that probably don't even cost more than $20.
Mercy's Gate?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have any way to help you with that. I'm so sorry.
The church has been telling her, listen, okay, go kick rocks. Ain't nothing I can do for you. They did not say that, okay, but essentially they told her no.
Making this baby like worse and worse, and they still just like, I don't care. Starve, baby, starve. Like, like the fact that I know that it could possibly be somebody's kid actually out here like needing food, like needing food, like no joke. And these people would be like, no, we can't help you.
Y'all, Nikalie called Charlie Kirk's church.
Charlie Kirk's church, and they failed.
If they don't have any baby formula, then we don't have any in our office that we could provide.
They forwarded her to a care pastor after saying, well, if it's not something we have in the office, I don't know what we can do. They forward her to a voicemail with a crying baby in the background, which she believed to be a starving crying baby. Charlie Kirk's church. Charlie Kirk's church.
Church failure. It is the saddest and most disgusting thing that I've ever seen.
I told her that's not their problem. She needs to go find food for her baby somewhere else. Mind you, 2 black churches and 1 mosque was the only churches and mosques that said, you know what, we'll help you.
Let me tell you something. It would make you sick at the number of churches that tell her no. But you want to know the church that I never once heard tell her no? The Church of Islam.
Baby formula?
We can, ma'am. Where do you live? Do you live in Charlotte?
Yeah. Okay, so for those of you that actually go to church and donate your hard-earned money, do you actually know what your money goes to when you donate to your church? Because I know some of you, can't really afford much and you give what you can, and that takes money out of your own mouths, maybe. You might give, your last few dollars to church. And I'm curious if that church actually helps your community or not, or if they just pocket your money.
Why exactly did that lady feel the need to call all these different churches and ask for a can of formula for a baby that doesn't even exist? I'll tell you why. Because it was a social experiment to show that churches do not give as much as they are getting.
You all give tithes to said institution. Young moolah, baby. And they won't give mothers formula? I'm actually confused.
Knowing that they're getting money for free and they're not offering to help this woman is high-key sickening. What are these churches doing with this money if they're not giving it back to the community? Because I'm pretty sure that's the whole point of tithes.
So where exactly is this money that they're receiving going? This needs to be a wake-up call to churches to do better. And if churches can't do better, this needs to be a wake-up call to the government to go after the churches that aren't doing what churches are supposed to do.
Churches have tax breaks. They have tax incentives. They get tithes and offerings. They're supposed to support the community, whether the people that need support attend their church and tithe or not.
I'm going to call my church because I think it's important, because I'm going to expect them to be boots on the ground helping people where the need is. And I want to know where the money's going, because a really great point was made. A lot of these churches who were snarky, first of all.
You're kind of echoing. I can't hear you. Do you have me on speaker? Can you take me off speaker?
Honey, I hear your baby screaming and crying in the background, so you might want to get off the phone and pay attention to it or feed it or some shit. So
y'all spending all these tithes and offerings in these churches, and this young lady only asked for 1 can of milk for a baby that had been crying all night.
If you pay your tithes and offering to a church and somebody call your church asking for a baby formula because their child is crying and hungry and they tell her no, are you still going to pay your tithes and offering to said church?
The other churches, listen, just if you want to see the truth of America, you want to see real America, just go watch her videos.
Girl, fuck them kids and fuck you too. As far as these other churches, listen, okay, they will tell you hit the road, Jack. Don't come around here.
When you go to church and they hand out the collection baskets and you put your money inside, what do you picture that money doing? Because apparently it's not going to feeding babies. SNAP benefits just got shut off, and they're telling this woman that they're not going to help her and her starving baby. I know that there's no real baby, but you know what I mean.
Lying and making up stories and scenarios to see if they're willing to help. If you're investing your hard-earned money to give to your church, that church should be giving back to you and your family when you're in need, and it should be giving back to your community with that money, okay?
Everybody so quick. I ain't paying no tithe. I ain't paying no offering. But yeah, Pastor, I'm broke. I need some money. Crazy.
Because silly question, where do the tithes go? And where'd the Bentley and the 7-bedroom house come from? Because that sounds like the government. We pay them taxes. They take that money and move it every which way that they feel like. And when we need it, do you see where I'm getting at? Nothing of that is godly.
That says a lot. Mind you, these churches be getting a lot of money. These churches take tithes every month. These churches take donations every Sunday, maybe more. And when somebody calls for help, they're not helping.
You give to a good, Bible-believing church, and we know we're going to be held accountable to God one day.
You're missing the point, Pastor. We're trying to say the person on the phone should find it in their heart to just say, I'll buy the formula for the baby so the baby's not hungry. Churches get abused, I agree, but in this case, why not just buy it yourself?
Which is really sad because she's calling a lot of mega churches. And when you think of a mega church, like, it is so big. It costs millions to make a church like that. They get thousands and thousands upon thousands of dollars just for one service. They're able to have things like bands and Christmas shows and all of these huge things.
Why are churches tax exempt if churches are not obligated to help people?
The reason they are tax exempt is because they're supposed to be using a large portion of the money that they bring in to help the community. They're supposed to be a community resource. And yet, for many places, they're not a community resource. They're literally a community drain.
After seeing that shit about the fucking mega churches, tax them motherfuckers. What the hell do you mean? Smaller churches are willing to help, but the fucking buildings have multi-million dollars can't buy some fucking formula. Tax them motherfuckers.
I'm telling you guys, we have to take their tax exempt away. There's no reason for them to have tax exempt. Why would they? They're not helping the community. They're not doing anything to give back.
Wants to grow their bank account. That's truly their main goal. It's not about community with most of these churches. They just want to see who can become the next mega church.
This is the season of revealing of you crooked ass churches. Keep on paying them tithes and offering when your bills get behind. You can't feed your family, and you supposed to be able to go call the church and go to the storehouse, and the storehouse is always empty for some reason. But every Sunday they taking your tithes and offering. Y'all churches are full of shit, and this girl is showing it.
But as a church that you pay your tithes and offering to, it makes you think, well, what am I paying tithes and offering for, okay? If y'all not feeding a needing child, what exactly is you doing, okay?
Christians trying to tell people, well, you just don't understand what Christianity is, or you just don't understand the purpose of the church. Clearly, the purpose of the church is to extract 10% of your money and not do anything except for convert more Christians.
That is one of my issues with organized religion. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're not helping in the community. You got money for Bentleys, big mega projections for Christmas. Do better.
I'm not Christian, but I'm all up in y'all business. Y'all mean to tell me that y'all pastors, preachers, these mega churches have private planes, Rolexes, Bentley?
I'm sorry, but churches do not get taxed, and they get so much resources, especially these mega churches. You should be able to call your church and be like, hey, I don't have food, and then be able to go and pick up a bunch of food for you if they don't already have a pantry. Hey, I don't have baby formula, I need 1 can.
But when you're asking for tithing under the false pretenses that it's to better the community, but really you're paying yourself over 6 figures a year, I pass on that. That's the exact type of Christian that's making Christians look bad.
And a lot of people that go to these churches, not all, but a lot of people are really well off. And you mean to tell me that a lot of these churches couldn't scrape together some money for formula?
You can get formula from WIC same day. If you go into a WIC office, you have to sit there for a while. They'll let you bring your kid with you. You sit there, they give you vouchers the same day that you can exchange at a store for formula. WIC is currently fully funded. Did any of you bother to research that?
I haven't seen any videos of people going to those churches, members of those churches going there and saying, hey, why aren't we giving food to the needy? What are we doing here?
Just keep that in mind. Unless you're giving money to these churches, they don't want to have anything to do with you. Even a mother with baby crying who hasn't been fed.
If y'all attend any of them churches, last Sunday should have been your last Sunday, because People are donating to churches, but it's churches donating to people. Is they really doing God's work, or they doing what they want to do with the money?
Demand to know what is happening with your donations. What is happening? Who is that money going to? Demand that. Or stop giving the money.
On here named Thomas Burke, who said that churches are not obligated to help people.
I had to call you back right now. That pastor got on here and he made a response video to the girl who's been going around calling all the churches asking for baby formula.
Let's get a pastor's point of view of what Nikalie's doing.
This nut is calling churches asking for formula for her baby that she says is starving.
So right there, Chase, should be your time to say, what kind, where do I meet you with the formula? No more questions asked.
Well, apparently, one of the places she called was actually a mosque. And what did they do? They immediately helped, just like Jesus would. Yeah, he didn't like that. So he came online to do a sermon and tell us that the Muslim faith, they're obligated to do that. Yeah, you didn't know? Muslims are obligated, so it's no big surprise that they dropped everything and helped. That's what he said, yeah.
Asking for formula for her baby that
You're pathetic. This woman is just recording herself calling churches and asking for help to feed a starving baby. And you're mad that the camera's on when they say no. They hang up on her. They send her a voicemail. They say, we have a benevolence fund that's just meant to help our members.
I believe he's a pastor saying that churches are not obligated to help people. And I just want to push back on that quite a bit because churches are obligated to help people.
What else do you think, Chase?
This, churches are abused so much.
So since churches are abused so much, we're just going to assume that this is one of those cases, or do we say, let me do my part and feed this baby? And if the person on the other side of the line is abusing, then she'll answer to the person that you mentioned.
He said in the Christian faith, we work on hope. I said, hope? What the hell is that? They don't feed nobody. Yeah, the tithes and offerings in the Christian church, that's for hope. That's for hope, you didn't know? I couldn't believe it.
He could have done one of two things. He could have either addressed the churches that have said no, reminded them what the Bible says. He could have offered some action items of how they can, be involved with the community and provide for the community. He could have done many things addressing the churches.
You don't like the fact that that was caught on camera. She doesn't even say anything. She just looks at the camera and ends the video.
Literally anything other than what he did, which is to come on here wearing a robe and doubling down and saying that churches are not required to help. And then he talked about churches being scammed. All very bizarre, Pastor. And then he went private, so he's not even allowing people the opportunity to continue this conversation. It's very cowardly.
Another religious leader get on this app and say a church is not required to help people. That's your job. That is literally your job. That is what you are paid to do. Do it.
Or he could have addressed people, Christians, especially those who are feeling disappointed and anger. I've seen so many videos of people saying that's why they left the church, right? And a lot of people who attend these churches that said no are feeling really disappointed. He could have addressed these people.
Are all you people surprised by the way the churches are responding to the lady looking for food for her baby? Have y'all been to a church lately?
Stupid liberal pranks that don't prove nothing and sad attempts at gotcha moments are two of the things that I have heard Christians saying about this woman that's calling churches.
I hope the church hears us, that we are watching and you are failing. For years, we've heard you talk about how providing food to the hungry, it's not the government's job, it's the church's job.
Getting online and showing that you called churches that you're not even a member of and that they wouldn't give you baby formula is not doing what you think it's doing, okay? Honestly, be so for real.
I am in full support of her little experiment.
You should be so disappointed if your church is not willing to help a random stranger asking for formula.
I'm glad she's doing that as a Christian, because churches really should be way more quick to help a starving baby, an elderly person in need. Like, we're literally called to do things like that, especially the churches.
I am so glad that this is being done because people are waking up to what churches are really about. There are whole churches, whole denominations that are out there that do not believe in helping people outside of their own congregation. And even people in their congregation, there are a lot of stipulations before they can actually get help from the church. A lot of them believe that the church is for the people that go to their church and everyone outside is outside.
The moment that I saw it was the Islamic temple, the moment that I knew that it was Muslims, I knew it was going to be no questions asked. I knew that he would go out after that phone call and go get it himself.
Call my church, please call my church, because I need to know. As someone who attends church regularly and we tithe, I need to see what their response is going to be.
Churches really have no obligation to help, the hungry. I know that sounds hypocritical, but the fact of the matter is churches shouldn't be expected to just hand out baby formula or hand out food or anything like that. It's not our job. It's not the church's job to help those who can't provide for themselves or their babies.
Can't you stock your own pantries? Why don't you have $20 to give this mother? Even like, listen, I don't want no money. I just need a can, just something to get me through. I don't think we got it. I don't think we got that at the thing. Like, where is the money from the people who are donating?
She even said, please, I just need the formula because I know a lot of people be looking for drugs. Yeah. She removed every obstacle for them to say no. And they still said no.
The vast majority of churches that do feed the poor will never get the recognition, but the one or two churches that would answer weird would somehow become representative of the church not feeding the poor.
I don't care how much good you think a massive mega church like that is doing. There are clear blind spots. If a woman is calling you with a crying baby asking for formula, and you're like, well, I don't know what we can, let me forward you to voicemail.
And y'all are failing miserably.
One church even said, you don't come to our church, we can't help you. Baby, that sounds like a
Which one of our campuses do you attend?
I'm like 10 minutes away from the one that's in Colorado Springs.
Well, we have 4 here. So which one of our campuses do you go to? Do you attend one of our campuses?
I don't.
Sad as it is to say, most of these churches, they're a business first before they're a church. They don't necessarily care about their community. They want to take the money that they can get, and then they don't pay taxes on that money on top of it.
Oh, some lady, she wanted to see if we can help her with baby formula for her starving kid. You know what, she thinks this is a fucking charity and that we're tax exempt? Yeah, you have a nice day too, Linda. Okay, go with God. Bye-bye.
And see, this is what the thing is. Why people be leaving the churches in droves. Because God don't be in them temples. God don't be dwelling in a lot of this. See, a lot of people be treating these facilities like country clubs. You care more of it feeling like a country club than you care about actually being a fucking community.
But the majority of the churches would not help a mother who was just asking for a little bit of formula with a 2-month-old crying in the background. Why on earth would we want that, Jesus?
I don't know what you guys think church and Christianity is all about, but it's not about rewarding liars. She was lying.
But am I surprised that the church is not taking accountability? No, I'm not surprised at all. Am I continuously disappointed with them? Yep.
I think one of the most disgusting trends I've seen on social media in a while is all of these liberal women calling churches to see if they're really helping the poor.
You're just mad that there's proof now that churches are doing exactly what people thought they would do. Nothing.
Lady that's calling the churches to see if they will give formula to her starving baby. Of course they're not going to give formula to a starving baby. We've been telling y'all this for decades, and I'm so sick of seeing it spin around all over the internet that, oh my God, she's calling and now we're just now seeing it. It's 2025!
I'm on the side of the churches that said no. I fully support the churches that said no. If I were in charge at my church and somebody called begging for baby formula, I'd say no and hang up on them, and that would be it.
Just a small can of formula. And while the majority is refusing to help her, who, without hesitation, is there to help her starving baby? The Muslims. The very same people that are constantly being slandered.
Number of you that are so eager to turn your brains off in order to attack religions, Christianity specifically, would be comical if it wasn't so sad.
What are we supposed to do with this information except literally call it out for what it is? You are monsters that hate everyone and don't give a single fuck about children unless they're in the womb and you can legislate for it.
In doing this, you're just exposing how nasty you are. In your sick and twisted brain, you think that it's more virtuous and benevolent to attack institutions that actually do help people in need instead of doing anything about it yourself.
Personally, I don't think that Christians should be offended about the woman calling churches and seeing if they would feed a starving baby. I think she's doing Christians a favor. There's a lot of problems with churches in America, and
Where she said, the lady was just asking for formula. It's not like she was asking for a Thanksgiving dinner. You'd be more likely to get churches to give you a Thanksgiving dinner. You know why? Because Target isn't locking up Thanksgiving dinner. Walmart isn't putting the green bean casserole behind a locked cabinet. Dollar General doesn't make you ask a clerk to get the cranberry sauce.
Oh, they don't have to feed anybody. They're not vetting these people. The church has to vet people. You got to vet somebody to give them a can of formula with a crying baby in the background that she's saying haven't eaten in 2 days. What's she going to do with the formula besides give it to the baby?
A church that denied the mom who was calling to see if they could give her baby formula has put out an official statement. Waverly Church in Tennessee is a beautiful example and demonstration of what we call DARVO, which is a known manipulation tactic that people who have narcissistic, abusive, and manipulative behavior use when they are confronted with the truth and are being asked to be accountable for their bad behavior.
I'm just angry at this woman for pulling a stunt like that. I don't know what her motivation was. I don't know what's in it for her, but she's a horrible human being in my opinion. And I think that people in reality need to figure out how to support themselves and their babies. If they can't feed their babies, maybe it's time for them to give that child up for adoption so they can be raised by somebody who can afford them.
You're pieces of shit that do not care about other human beings unless they are white and conservative. And on top of that, Protestant conservative. You don't even think Catholics are Christians. The original Christians.
All of these other churches, God is not in those facilities. Kind of like white Christian.
Because 2/3 of those churches, via the data set, and almost across the board, the ones that said no, were heavily white Christian conservative churches. Oh, we couldn't. Oh, you're not a member. You're not an active member.
Especially a bigger, like prosperous church, they absolutely will not help you the second that they find out that you are not an active member of their church. What is an active member? A member who has given money to that church.
We got resources for you if you're a member, if you're an active paying member. Bitch, what is this, Sam's Club? This is the Costco. Do she need a Costco membership? This shit don't make no motherfucking sense to me. And y'all want to sit there talk so God is in y'all motherfucking facilities. Bullshit.
Christ is not in the church. Jesus is not in the church. He has never been in the church. He is the one who told you to leave. He told you to leave. Oh my God.
They're not going to want to help anybody that doesn't specifically want to go to their church or interested in going to their church or doesn't already attend their church. That's my view. That is my personal view. I want to be proven wrong. Okay, I want y'all to know that. I want to be proven wrong.
Yeah, I was wanting to see if y'all could help get baby formula by any chance. I have a 2-month-old and we ran out of formula last night. So she's been going all night and all day without anything to eat. And I've been...
Hold on. Unfortunately, our social services is closed today. They really don't do things for children, but so you should probably call Catholic Charities. They are open today and they might be able to help you. But we don't have formula or anything like that.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Sure.
All right. Bye. We don't even deal with kids. Good luck.
What? You're serious about? You want us to help you feed the baby is starving. You want us to help? No, come on. This is ridiculous. Yes, we're pro-life. The baby's alive. I can hear it crying. Bada bing. Win for everybody.
Hey, yeah, I was wanting to see if y'all could help with baby formula at all. I have a 2-month-old, and we've been out of formula since last night and been calling everywhere today. And she is just screaming, crying, and I'm just trying to do whatever I can to get her formula.
Okay, I don't know, so hold on just a sec.
Okay.
Call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you...
Okay.
St. Luke's Episcopal Church.
Hey, yeah, I just called. You transferred me, but it went straight to voicemail to somebody.
Did you leave your name and number?
Okay.
Did you?
No, I didn't know if you meant to send me to somebody that wasn't there.
Nope. Would you like to leave your name and number?
Okay. No, thank you.
Okay.
But what got me the most is, why are we transferring the phone here, there, and the other?
And have a... Western Baptist Church, this is Mandy.
Hi. I was calling to see if y'all by chance had any, like, baby formula.
We do not. We don't keep anything like that on hand. You might could call DHR. Sometimes they have access to stuff like that they might could give you.
Yeah, I already tried there.
They don't have any either?
No. Yeah, I've tried, like, everywhere. Everybody's telling me to call churches for help.
Are y'all on WIC?
Yeah, I've already tried to get on WIC and I can't get approved, so I'm just trying to see if there's any way, like, you all could just supply, like, a small can of baby formula.
Yeah, we don't have the means for that.
Now, listen, okay? We have a fleet of Mercedes, and they are not cheap, okay? The maintenance on Mercedes and the parts, I mean, with the tariffs and everything, it's... All right, that's it. Okay, that's it. I'm hanging up now. I'm going to be praying for you. I hope he finds a way into your soul.
Yes, I just want to see if there's any way y'all could help with a small can of baby formula. I've been out since last night, and my daughter, she's not 8 since last night, and she's only 2 months old, and I've been calling everywhere, and they're just telling me to keep calling churches.
Okay, so we have you ever heard of Mama's Pantry?
Yes, I already tried them. They don't have any formula.
Okay, that's our only connection to, like, our food bank ministry. So if they don't have any baby formula, then we don't have any in our office that we could provide.
Okay, would it be something that you all would be able to get and I just pick it up?
Let me connect you with our care pastor. She handles all of the connections and our resources that we're able to give out.
Thank you.
The person you are trying to reach is currently unavailable. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hi, I was wanting to see if there was any way y'all could help with a small can of baby formula.
I'm sorry, you're kind of echoing and I can't hear you. Do you have me on speaker? Can you take me off speaker?
Yeah, can you hear me better now?
Yes, I
Okay. I was wanting to see if there's any way y'all could help with a small can of baby formula.
I don't have any. Have you checked with, like, Crossfire Ministries?
Yeah, I have. I've been calling everywhere all day. I have a 2-month-old and she ran out of formula last night. So I'm just trying to see if somebody can get, like, just a small can. I mean, I can pick it up. I don't have any money.
Yeah, do you, which one of our campuses do you attend?
I'm like 10 minutes away from the one that's in Colorado Springs.
Well, we have 4 here. So which one of our campuses do you go to? Do
Do you attend one of our campuses?
I don't attend, no. I'm just local.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just trying to. Did you try Mercy's Gate?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have any way to help you with that. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Do you have a moment? Sorry, just 1 second. I gotta turn my baby off just a second. All right, so this is actually just a social experiment to see if churches would help with a starving baby. Are you a pro-life church at all?
Yeah.
So I'm curious why you would be a pro-life church and you wouldn't help feed a starving baby that hasn't ate all night.
So you don't even have a baby? This is just like a test or something?
Yes. It's a social experiment to see if churches would actually help with the babies that they, are so pro-life to be here.
Yeah. We believe that, Christ has called us to deliver neighbors. And so we do want to respond to his call and for those who are vulnerable. And we're well aware. And as a church body, we're also helping provide additional resources to the local ministries like Crossfire and Mercy Gate. That's what we do suggest, that you actually give them a call to do that.
Okay. I will be sure to let people know that. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Minding Everybody's Business Worship Center, how can I help you? No, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to stop you. I can't hear you. There's a crying baby. You want us to help feed the crying baby? You're so funny.
Hi, yes. I was calling to see if you could help with baby formula at all. I have a 2-month-old and I ran out last night, so she's gone all night and all day without formula.
Okay, just 1 second.
Allison Fowler. Please hold while I try to connect you.
Trinity Cathedral.
Hi, I'm trying to see if anybody could help with a can of formula. I have a 2-month-old and I ran out last night, so she's gone all night and all day without anything to eat. And I have called everywhere and they're just telling me to reach out to local churches.
Okay, let me ring up to one of our clergy and see if they can provide that for you. Just
all right.
1 moment.
All right, thank you.
Your call has been forwarded to the voicemail for Jimmy Hartley. No one is available to take your call. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press the pound key for more options.
Okay, well, they just sent me to back and forth to people and then sent me to a voicemail. I was calling to see if y'all could help with baby formula at all. I have a 2-month-old daughter and we ran out last night, so she's been going all night and all day without formula, and I've been calling around and getting no luck.
Yeah. Are you in Gaffney?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. We are a small church, and as a result, we have limited funds, and so we tend to help those that are part of the church or come to the church. We're going to be there Wednesday at 1 o'clock if you'd like to stop by, and I think at that point we might be able to help some.
Okay, but you wouldn't be able to
That's
help
the best I can do.
today?
The treasurer isn't in town, and I'm not in town, so.
Okay, so because I don't go there today, I wouldn't be able to get help?
That's correct. There's nobody there. As I say, we're a small church.
Okay. All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Have you tried Good Neighbors?
Yeah, I've been trying everywhere.
Okay. It's not something we usually do. Okay, hold on 1 minute, please.
Okay.
Good morning, this is Anna.
Hi, yes. I was calling to see if y'all could help with some formula for my baby. She's only 2 months old, but I ran out last night, and everybody's telling me to call local churches because we're not having luck anywhere else.
Are you in Blount County?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And you're actually
you needing special formula or just regular?
It's Good Start, just regular formula. I just ran out and I don't have any money, and like she's just been so cranky and whiny, and I just want to get her fed.
Yeah. Okay. How much does the formula usually cost?
Just like $20 is like the small one.
Okay. Do you know where we're located?
No, I don't. Okay, can I pause you really quick?
I'm sorry?
Okay, I actually do not need help. I am actually calling local churches to see if they would actually help feed a starving baby. And so far today, you are the only one that has offered to help or try to help. So I just wanted to let you know that I appreciate what you do in your community, and I hope you have an amazing, blessed day.
Absolutely. God bless.
God bless you too. Bye. Okay, finally. Okay. Places like this, like, restore my hope in humanity. Like, just, they don't even do stuff like that. They made sure to let me know, like, this is not something they normally do. And she went and got somebody on the phone, and she was instantly ready to help, even though it's not normally what they would do. So,
Want to try them back tomorrow at 9 a.m.?
Okay, is there any way y'all could help today? Because is there any way y'all could get a can of formula today? Because she's been out since yesterday, and I can't let her just go without another day.
Do you drive?
Yes, I can drive.
How far are you from us?
Like 10 minutes.
I'm sorry?
I'm like 10 minutes away.
10 minutes?
Yes.
I don't have nobody, but I can ask if somebody can give you. We don't give money out, but
No, yeah, I just need a can of formula. I don't need the money.
Okay. Let me ask. You want to come here?
I mean, before I have her, so like.
We close in half hour.
Could you just find out if they could help first before I? Yeah, could you make sure that they could help before I come out there?
Just come. If they don't have baby food, I'll give you $10 from my pocket, and you'll buy some can.
Okay, that's so sweet. Okay, actually, this is actually a social experiment to see if churches would actually help with the starving baby. So I actually don't have a baby. What you heard was a recording. So yes, I'm just testing churches to see if it's something that would actually help with, or if they would hang up the phone. And a lot of churches are hanging up the phone, sadly. So,
wow.
Yeah, the fact that you was like, even if they can't, I got you.
For the baby.
Yeah, like that says so much about you. So I just want to thank you for that. And then also, is it okay if I post this on TikTok and post your church to where you all could possibly get some donations?
Of course.
Awesome.
Of course. You're going to make me cry. Having a Thank you so much.
No, you're so sweet. Thank you. I mean, it means a lot, because seriously, I get told no way more than I get told yes. So.
Oh, wow. It's incredible.
Yes.
Incredible.
Yes, I love your heart.
There, so don't lose hope.
No, not at all. Thank you so much for your heart. I appreciate you.
God bless you.
God bless you too. Thank you. Bye. Oh, that was so sweet. She was like, even if I have to come out of my pocket, just come. That's so sweet. I love these calls. Hi, I was wanting to see if y'all could help with formula at all. I have a 2-month-old. We ran out of formula yesterday, like around 7. And I've been trying to call everywhere, and they're just telling me to call churches.
We wouldn't, we wouldn't have it readily available, but it's for, your baby?
Yes. Yeah, she's 2 months old.
Okay. Okay, and, what's your phone number and your name, please?
859-353-7777. And then my name is Nikalie.
You said, spell your name.
Nikalie.
Oh, N as in Nancy?
Yes.
Nikalie. Your phone number 859-353-7777?
Yes.
Okay. Nikalie, what's your last name?
Monroe.
Let let me see what I can do and give you a call back. Where do you live, or where in Jeffersontown? Do you reside in Jeffersontown?
Yeah, I'm like 10 minutes from you.
You're where?
I'm like 10 minutes away.
Okay, and what formula does your baby use?
Okay, so I'm actually doing a social experiment. I don't need formula, but this was just a test to see if you would be willing to help, and I've been calling other churches who don't help, and so just the fact that you're willing to help says a lot. No, you're welcome. I just want to say thank you for everything that you're doing, because a lot of people are not willing to help. So it says a lot about you and your church. And I will be putting this up on social media. I don't know if you've seen it, but I've been making TikTok videos, and so I will definitely be putting your stuff out there. And I hope that you are able to get some donations out of this video, because you truly are trying to help the people in your community.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that, and it's just let God get the glory from all of it.
Awesome. Yeah, absolutely. But just your heart speaks volumes, honestly. So just thank you.
Yeah, you take care.
All right, you too. Thank you. Hi, yes. I was trying to call. I have a 2-month-old baby, and I ran out of formula last night, and I was wanting to see if there's any way you all could help with a can of baby formula.
We can, ma'am. Where do you live? Do you live in Charlotte?
Yes, I'm like 10 minutes from you all.
Okay. And what kind of formula you need to get?
It's the Good Start.
Good Start. Yeah, that's fine, ma'am. If you come over here, we'll help you.
Okay. Hold on just 1 second, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I'm actually doing a social experiment. So I don't have a baby and I don't have a need, but I am doing a social experiment just to see which churches would actually help a starving baby. And unfortunately, there's so many that say no, and you immediately was like, yes, of course. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for your heart, and also to see if it was okay if I posted this on TikTok and maybe put your information on there for your church where people can send donations. Maybe if they...
Yeah, no problem, ma'am. We do what we can. We appreciate your kind words. Thank you.
No, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Keep doing what you're doing.
Day.
Thanks. You too. Bye. Oh, he instantly... He didn't... Like the only question that he asked was, where are you located at and what kind do you want? No other questions. These other places are, they need to pay attention. These other churches need to take notes.
I was not surprised by the mosque that didn't even ask questions and was just like, what kind of formula do you need? That is a tenet of Islam. Charity is a tenet of Islam. I believe it's called zakat. And it's considered favorable in Islam to give charity and to be charitable.
I was calling to see if maybe y'all could help with a small can of baby formula.
Small can of baby formula. We would honestly love to, but I don't know if there's anyone available today to be able to meet you to be able to do that. Our treasurer that takes care of all that, his wife is in the hospital, and he's not available right now. And I'm actually on a trip in Topeka, Kansas. So I apologize, but we're not going to be able to help today because we just don't have anyone there.
Okay. Like, there's nobody that could help us. I mean, she's only 2 months old and she hasn't eaten since last night.
She hasn't eaten since last night?
No.
Okay. Let me see here. I'm trying to think if there's somebody there that I could call. Where are you located at?
I'm like 10 minutes from your church, I think.
10 minutes? Okay.
Yeah.
You're there in Olathe then?
Yeah.
Have you tried to reach out to, I'm going to give you the name of another church in the area that might be able to help you. The First Christian Church in Olathe, I'm not exactly sure where it's at, but they have I think, a food pantry that they
Yeah, I already called them. They didn't have any baby formula.
didn't have any baby formula. Okay. Have you tried Lift Up KC?
Ew.
Okay. Let me see. I'll have to make a few phone calls, and then is the number that you called on a good number to call you back?
Yes.
Okay. Let me make a few phone calls and see if I can get a hold of somebody, and then I can call you back and let you know if we're able to help.
Hold on just 1 second, okay? Let me turn my baby
Okay.
off. Hold on just 1 second. Okay, so this is actually a social experiment that I'm doing to see if churches would actually help with a starving baby. And I know you have a ton of stuff going on and everything, but the fact that you was even still going to try to help says a lot about you and your church. So before you run off and try to do that, I just wanted you to know, like, this is a social experiment and you passed. And I just want to say that I appreciate you and just your kind heart and actually doing good deeds in your community.
Okay, so there's not actually a baby starving?
No.
Okay.
But I love the fact that you're like, you had all this stuff going on and out of town and, you know, everything, you know, with the hospital and stuff, and you were still willing to make phone calls and try to figure something out. So it does say a lot about you. Oddly enough, which a lot of churches are saying no and just, sorry, can't help, and hang up. So it does mean a lot what you're doing.
Well, I hate to hear that other people aren't doing what they should be doing, and you know, one of the things we try to do, we try to help those that are in need any way that we can, and you know, sometimes that's not as easy as it should be. But I'm glad that in this case that there's not a need, and I'm glad that we've showed you just what we're about.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. Hey, I was wanting to see if y'all could help with a small can of baby formula.
Help what now?
Yeah, I was wanting to see if y'all could help with a small can of baby formula. Is this the Linden Church of Christ?
Yes, ma'am, but I am out of town. I didn't know my number was on anything, but I'll be glad to try to help you. Where are you? Are you in Linden, or where are you at?
Yeah, I'm in Linden. I wasn't far from your church, and it just popped up on Google, and I've been calling all the resources in the area, and they're telling me to call local churches for help. But I have a 2-month-old, and she's been without since last night, so we've gone all night and all day without any baby formula. But I live off Beach Street. It's not far from you. It's like 10 minutes from your church.
Okay. You say you just moved there?
Yes.
Oh, man, bless your heart. Okay, man, I wish I was in town. I'll teach you, but I don't do. I'm in Murfreesboro for the day. Beach Street. Do you have transportation?
I do.
Okay. Pardon me, I'm trying to figure out what our best way to do this. Do they have it at the local grocery store there in Linden? I have no idea.
They do. Can you hold on 1 second, please?
I have no idea.
They do. Can you hold on 1 second, please? Okay, I had to turn off my right now. I am actually doing a social experiment to see which churches would help feed a starving baby when all resources are gone. So the fact that you're out of town and you're still trying to figure out a way to make sure my baby fed just means a lot. And I just wanted to thank you.
Oh, okay. So you don't have a need right now?
I don't. Yeah, I'm doing this just to test to see who would be willing to help, and I actually get a lot of no's, surprisingly. So yeah, you're one of the few right now. I think I'm at 7 people that said yes out of 20, and 24 that said no. So something like that.
We were glad to help. We just don't.
No. You were you were definitely willing to help, even though you're far away. So I just wanted to thank you for that. Hi, yes. I was calling to see if there's any way that you all could help with baby formula at all. I have a 2-month-old, and she's been out since last night, and nobody can help.
Oh, no. Are you a client here?
No, but I've been calling a lot of places, and they told me to call churches and everywhere else, and I've been calling everywhere, and like...
I know, yeah, with the witch stuff going on,
yeah.
a lot of people are out. If you come over, we can give you just enough for a day or two. What we would prefer you to do is sign up as a client, and we've got Earn While You Learn classes, and you go through the classes and earn stuff learn stuff that's actually important to you, and you choose what you want to do, and then you earn baby bucks that you can buy formula and diapers and wipes and all that stuff. Would you be interested in doing that?
Oh, hold on just one second. Let me turn my baby off. Okay, actually, this is a social experiment. Usually I'm testing churches to see if they would help with babies, providing formula for them, and somebody requested that I call one of you.
Okay.
I actually didn't know about all the services you offer, though, honestly.
I think that's a ton of services.
Yeah, I honestly think that that's amazing. Are you all like a pro-life establishment?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, the fact that you are pro-life and you actually help, I mean, that really does say a lot. So I do have to say that. Yeah, I was surprised, first of all, that you would even offer, because a lot of churches have not even offered to help. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've already called like all the resources that's in there. Yeah, like, I don't know. I just didn't know if it was something that you all could help with, just getting a small can for her. I mean, I don't know what else to do for her, and she's been out for so long, and like, there's nobody else that can help.
Where are you 10 minutes from here?
So I'm like, I don't know, I'm like 10 minutes up the road. It's not that far.
Like, where do you live?
Yeah, it's like, I'm up here by like the Thomas Farm. So I'm like right behind that. Off like Olympus Lane. Like, I can get to you. I'm just trying to find somebody that could help with the formula. Like, I don't need money or anything. I just need like just the small can.
Well, we wouldn't have that, but if I give you something, you could purchase it. You could go to a grocery store, right?
Okay, hold on just one second. I gotta turn my baby off. Okay, so this is actually a social experiment that I'm doing to test to see who would be willing to help a starving baby. And somebody requested that I call a Buddhist temple. And so yeah, you were willing to do what you needed to do to make sure a baby got fed, even though it's not what you all offer. So I just wanted to thank you for that, for having that kind of heart and compassion for somebody.
Called this Appalachian church. This old man broke my heart. He wanted to buy it out of his pocket for her. He was like, "Where are you at? I'm going to the store right now to get it," pretty much. He about near started crying. Okay.
I was wanting to see if y'all could help with formula.
Let me see. Give me your name and number.
My name is Nikalie, or just Callie, and then my number is 859-353-7777.
7777?
Yes.
It's Kylie. What's your last name, ma'am?
Monroe, Monroe.
Okay. Now what exactly are you needing?
I just need the Good Start formula.
Okay. So how much do you need? I need to know about that.
I'm not sure. I think I usually have, I think it's maybe $17 at Walmart. I mean, if y'all could just get the formula, I could pick it up or have somebody come get it.
Well, I'm an officer. I never myself, and I'll see if I can get somebody to do this.
Okay.
We can do this. I'll just see. Tell me what it is it's called, in case I have to go get it, because I'm a great grandpa. I'm not used to picking up phone. Okay. What's it called?
Good Start.
Good Start. And
Sir. Sir.
It's for infants.
Yes, sir.
Infants formulas, any flavor, anything to it, or just?
No, sir. Hey, can I say something real quick?
Sure.
Hey, okay, I'm actually just testing churches to see which ones would actually help the community, and you just touched my heart. And I just want you to know that you are an amazing person. That's the formula, but I don't need it. I just wanted to see if you were willing to help. And I just wanted to let you know that you touched me today, that you were actually willing to help or find the help.
Even I'm right now thinking internally in my church, my people won't ask for anything. They won't ask me or tell me nothing. And as a rule, most of my people have been blessed. Mm-hmm. But the ones that are struggling won't tell me. But I'm trying to figure right now with the SNAP program dying out tomorrow, or possibly, I'm trying to figure. I don't know how to ask my people how many of y'all are on SNAP, because they may not want to tell me. You know?
Yeah.
Because my people won't tell me when they have a need, and we always try to help. I do help in the body. The Bible tells us that do good to